Morning guys. Today we're in Wall. It's our first day. This is where the sardine run is. This is where all the diving, the snorkeling and all that kind of stuff. But we're here for a week. So to mix things up, we're going mountain bike riding up into the mountains. The owner of the tour, when I asked him if he wanted to guide me, he said no. He said it's too much for him, so he gave me some points on a map. I've got an awesome bike, and we're going to go exploring, see some springs, see how the day goes. So these are the cool winding roads going up through the mountains that we're following today. Round and round, corner after corner, up and down, and every time you go around a new corner, you've got yourself a new view. Traffic's not too bad either. It's just a lot of up and down, with the occasional village and a couple of dogs. And then when you lose internet connection, you have to make decisions. And most of the times, I just choose the high road, especially in the mountains. Choose the high road, hope for the best. So as you can see, my bike is pretty awesome, but we're not in any kind of hurry today. So occasionally when we get to a viewpoint, bike down, pack down, have a drink, have a wee, and just have a look around. Oh man, there are some serious uphill sections. Good morning, pig. And you go through these cool little towns, but thankfully the roads are pretty sealed. We're almost at the springs. Working for it. As fun as it is to go fast downhill, out here you just can't, because the roads are slippery, there's dogs, there's people, and you know, don't be an idiot. Okay, there's our parking for the springs. And the very nice lady that owns this establishment, she's letting me park for free. I think because she's laughing at the current state that I'm in riding out here. Let's go check out the springs and see what it's like. I think we might have the place to ourselves. A lot of uphill. And after an epic ride through the jungle, forest, we've come to these beautiful little springs. It is the dry season. Good morning, puppies. And I am the only person here. Hey, no fighting. I'm the only person here, and we're going to go down the river a little bit. Hopefully I can get some water. When you're covered in so much grease from your sunscreen and sweat that turns into oil after a while, the mosquitoes generally leave you alone as long as you keep moving. So we're following this spring because these fresh footprints along this tiny little path seem to be going somewhere. We'll follow it down, see if there's any kind of waterfall. Otherwise we'll just come back and go for a swim. And the sun has joined us. To hop over the water on the trail, but these are some pretty cool springs, man. We're going to follow them as far as we can, get a little bit of exercise, not that we haven't had enough already, and go for a swim. And sometimes you run out of trail and you got to make your own. So we're following this water pipe downstream. Why not? Oh yeah, the sun has definitely come back now. I'm feeling that. So we followed the stream around this peaceful little bend, which I think I'm actually gonna do some laundry because all my stuff is greasy and oily. And then we followed it down that valley about 100 meters, and then it's just like impassable without getting wet, everything wet. So let's just chill out here for a little bit. And then we're going to go back to that waterfall, go for a proper swim. So after a quick look at the waterfall, it turns out that where I started, this place, is the best little pool for swimming, I think. So that's us for the next hour. Then we might have some noodles off this nice lady. Alright, so after a 1 hour swim, climbing all the way up and all the way down, playing silly buggers, and some snacks, a fresh water bottle, and another layer of sunscreen, we're off to the next springs. Here, there's some seriously steep roads around here. God, it's beautiful though. To be honest, I was not expecting the inland highlands of Cebu to be quite so dramatic like this. Look, in the distance there, you can see the ocean and Moal, where I've come from. I don't know how much I've elevated, but I'm just praying it doesn't rain. There's some steep hills out here. All right, it's becoming a little bit unrelenting in this heat now. And you start questioning yourself, which I think every good ride should do. God, it's beautiful. All right, guys, after we left the last spring, we started going uphill. And we went uphill the entire way for about an hour. And then it was about a 40-minute ride downhill, all on the back brakes, just trying to keep control, sliding. And that was right up there with some of the hardest rides in Nepal and Alaska, I'm not gonna lie. We've been out here for 4 hours, including an hour of swimming. And now we're at the Badian Springs and rice terraces. We're gonna spend some time here because it hurts to pee and I need some water. Kind of pretty. It is very pretty though. The lady's doing dishes over there. The spring comes from out there, comes down this way, and then feeds out into all the rice terraces, which is really cool. And over here, oh mate Buffalo just staying cool in the hottest time of day. You know what, mate? That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Wow, they're very beautiful. Very big. Yep, everyone's having a swim at this time of day, and I don't blame them. They must be pretty hot. This truly is a beautiful little spot that no one comes to. I'm so glad I'm the only person here, as everyone is really friendly. I normally find when walking around farms, it's good to talk quietly to yourself so that you don't spook any dogs. If the dogs can hear you from a distance, then by the time you get up to them, most of the times they're okay. But well, the clouds are putting a show on today. Mosquitoes are fine too. It really is a quiet little beautiful spot. So I've just had it explained to me that the rice is very close to being harvested, and once it's harvested, then they will lay down fertilizer, and this plot in front of me is owned by the mayor of town, and there are 30 workers here working for many different people, and a lot of different people own lots of different lots. So it's not one big farm, it's a community farm, and the reason why they put these bags up is to keep the birds away. It's always good when you actually understand what you're looking at. So they've let me walk right out into the rice fields. They've explained to me who owns which lot and how many workers. And I've just realised that there's rain coming. Look at that. Oh man, and I still have like a 2-hour ride home and I have no idea what the conditions are going to be like. Hopefully it rains and then goes away, otherwise, oh well, it is what it is. So nearly 5 hours later, we've now officially joined back onto the road that we came out here on. So the loop is now complete with 2 lots of laundry, a swim, and exploring rice terraces in the middle. It's basically 5 hours. I'm not sure how much I elevated. I hopefully will know when I get home and check my riding app. But I thought that was amazing, and it hasn't rained yet. And if it does rain now, I don't care. That's a day well spent, and now I'm going home back to town to get some food and have a beer, but I'm gonna need at least 2 litres of water before my first one, I reckon. It is nice that it's mainly downhill though. Oh. And we're back in town. Back on the main road. Probably one of the best rides I've ever done, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty epic today. It pushed me hard. Not only that, I met some really nice people and saw some really nice scenery. 100%. Cebu, come check it out.